United. So we did see Coach Nabi not on the bench. He'd picked up that card. And the card was given in the tunnel, so we didn't even really see how he got suspended, but suspended for the game. We did see, our cameras picked up this visual, that during the game, he's not on a cell phone, is the coach. He's on a walkie-talkie. And I'm trying to understand who he's talking to.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an idea as to what is going on with that situation when a coach is suspended?
Thomas, the only thing that the coach is not allowed to do is to be within the perimeters of the field. He's not allowed to be there. He's not allowed to be in the changing room to be able to coach his team. He's not allowed. Electronics are allowed. You find that every team has got the analyst that is sitting on top. Because of the network, they don't usually communicate with a cell phone. They use the walkie-talkie to be able to communicate down to the guys on the bench. And there's no law, there's no FIFA law saying that somebody that is suspended cannot communicate with an electronic to the bench. There's no law that says that. So, what problem you go?
No, I'm not saying there's a problem. I'm asking about it because it's not often that we see it.
There is no problem. You can communicate.
And even if they wanted to stop it, they can't. How do you police something like that? You know, he could find a spot elsewhere to communicate. But what he has lost, though, by being in the stands is that he can't generate energy off the bench himself. But obviously he can give instruction. But of course, getting a red card, ending up in the stands, there is something that is lost on the bench if he wants to transfer energy, which is a very important characteristic that a good coach has to have.
But we need to
but I'm trying to understand what You're just saying communication was taking place.
Did I say
Okay, all right. No, I saw that. A great victory, and it was on the back of the number of chances that Kaizer Chiefs did create as we look at how busy they were. This is something that he's been speaking about the entire season, is Coach Nabi, is just how many chances Chiefs create. Eventually they will score late in the game, but the chances started nice and early, inside the first 10 minutes. Dorky
missed the ball at the highest point, a good header. A good reflex save coming from Sangare. I think well taken. The pace of the ball was also excellent. A good header by Dotli, but let's give it to the keeper also. Sangare, great save.
The save is a good one. And again, you speak about how the DDC and the influence of that was. We see Duba now showing great influence in that first half. The shots are raining in. He's busy. And Kaizer Chiefs are buzzing.
I like the way he started with Mtetwa as a 6, and he played Zwane and Matlo, who they've missed, definitely. And this is a great shot from him, playing in that 8 role. Just more of an attacking stance. He hasn't played a lot of games. That's probably why he was taken off a little bit earlier.
Counter-attack, again. It needed Sangare to get into the way. Look at the number of chances, and we're not even at 20 minutes in the game.
I love the movement of the ball. The young Duba, the way he finds space in the pockets. Good movement to be able to receive behind Cardoso, who earlier on is the man that loses position in terms of making that pass to no man's land. But Kaizer Chiefs could not benefit from that, but a good chance created.
And then look again, as the young man, later on in the game, we're going to see him score from almost identical position.
Yeah, this is the chance that I was talking about. A great ball from Mark, by the way, to slide that in. And he twists and turns just past Etlapa and then Cardosa. Sangare does guess the right way. And if Vilakazi was perhaps a little bit sharper, he could have just twisted that foot around to aim for the near post across the goalkeeper.
For me, it's the first touch from Yusuf Mart. The way Yusuf Mart kills that ball and then has the ability to find the pass from Vilakazi, I thought that was excellent. Unlucky not to get a goal in that moment.
Nice. There was a build-up to how this goal comes for Kaizer Chiefs. There's a red card that happens, the build-up to the red card. Everything is so quick. We see, red card, goal, how the 2 cards were accumulated. Take us through those.
The folly of youth. Let's go straight to that so that we can see how close they were and whether or not the referee...
This is the angle we get, right? So quick free kick taken.
Quick free kick taken. Yellow card shown.
Referee's not even interested what's happening behind her back. She doesn't see it because she's focused here. She's blown the whistle.
She's blown the whistle.
There's a big kick that happens there.
Yeah.
And then here's the conversation, Ace?
There has to be a conversation between the referee and the other officials, because in terms of the law, they are there to assist the referee. It could even be the fourth official. Whatever happens out of the view of the referee, the other referees that are there, they can then inform the referee and the appropriate decision taken.
What do you think about the tackle here, Letlapa? Does he do enough?
I think for me the correct
I
think the correct decision was taken. Excessive usage of force, and you endanger the safety of an opponent. The referees will always deem that as serious foul play. It doesn't have to be picked up by the referee on the center. It can be picked up by any of the other officials.
And it looked like he was trying to, you said it before, take advantage of the fact that the whistle is gone.
Yes.
And the Chiefs have taken this quick free kick, that the whistle has gone. The game is not on anymore. He's aware of that.
So if the game was in play, I would probably say there was a yellow card. But he knew very well that the whistle had been blown. So that for me now turns it into maliciousness, and foul play. So that was very naughty of him. And he's a very tough character. He loves a good tackle, but not the clever thing, because it now means that Ramallah, who got brought on at left wing, now has to go back to left back, and he's the one that misses a defensive header that leads up to the goal.
No, endangering an opponent. That's how I can explain it. He's endangering the opponent, because the whistle has been blown, but you're kicking somebody. So you're endangering.
But also,
Well, that player was coming at the ball. I mean, Vilakazi was running at him.
From a pedantic interpretation of the laws of the game, if the whistle had gone already, it then graduates from being serious foul play to violent conduct.
Yes. Yes.
Because if you commit an offense of that nature, when the whistle has gone, the ball is out of play, we're no longer talking about serious foul play, but violent conduct.
Yeah, because there had been a free kick. The referee's focusing on a free kick that's happening. Chiefs try to take a quick free kick. The ref is not allowing the free kick to happen because she's focused on this. And then Vilakazi gets met halfway down the field.
Violent conduct.
Okay,
violent
so you find straight red card. There we go. The goal then happens. He stands up from having been a recipient of that violent conduct, does Vilakazi, and then he finds the back of the net.
Yeah, and again, this comes from the fact that Ramallah now has to make this header, which is not the greatest one. He then tries to go on the overlap while Mtambo is trying to turn in the wrong area, and he gets caught out, and Vilakazi is allowed to run in. And like I said, for my moment, the ball's just slightly away from him. He can't really get the side foot on, so he chooses the right technique to toe poke it, and he pulls it off perfectly.
I think for me, it's lack of scanning from Linda Mtambo, trying a fancy turn when you are pressed by two players.
Where does he go?
Good interception coming from Zwane. Then on transition, Kaizer Chiefs. Look at this.
Where would he go? Like, what would you want him to do there?
Try to protect the ball, not try and turn. You've got two players around you. Try and protect the ball. But when you're trying to turn with that back swing, you're presenting the ball to Zwane, who's pressing you in that moment. He intercepts the ball, then progresses the ball forward to Vilakazi, who's able to go on and get a goal. And you are on the side of the field where you're a man down. It's only Ramallah left. You don't have a left back to be able to assist you. They intercept, Kaizer Chiefs on transition, they get the goal.
But you've got to feel it for the goalkeeper, right? When your own defenders, instead of trying to regain possession of the ball, they're all worried about getting dribbled. Because that's what happens there. They don't anticipate that there would be a quick toe poke. All they're worried about is getting dribbled, and they turn their backs towards the striker.
Ace, I want to stay with you because I'm moving on to the match that sees Marumo Gallants playing Chippa United. Now, when somebody doesn't even make a tackle, like doesn't even attempt to make a tackle, Shabalala literally doesn't try anything, and then the referee buts penalty.
We've spoken about this on numerous occasions on this show, that the most unfortunate thing on the field of play that can happen to any player, especially a defender in his own penalty area, is tripping an opponent. Because it's probably the only time that we don't even look at intention. We don't even look at whether there was a malicious approach to doing it.
Sendam is coming. As long
as you trip the opponent,
Mara.
It could be accidental, but the law is very clear. Tripping or attempting to trip an opponent.
But he's done nothing. Shabalala has done nothing but say, I don't want to touch you.
That's tripping an opponent. Is the opponent tripped?
There's a touch.
Is the opponent tripped?
Yeah, but who initiates it?
No.
Shabalala committed to the challenge.
And then says, I'm not.
But his momentum has taken a minute. Similar to the Mango Keat incident. Msendani is definitely watching Mango as well because he was going down before there was contact. But the fact is that Shabalala and Keat had come out and they had both committed. So the momentum had taken them into the striker.
There's a touch.
Yeah, and there's a touch.
There's a touch. And the technical interpretation in terms of the laws of the game is that the striker is tripped by the defender within his own penalty area. And unfortunately, even if the referee feels inside, there was no intention. But the fact of the matter is, in terms of the law, you trip an opponent like that, it has to be given.
And it is given the maximum punishment. Manaka.
Yeah, well taken. I think goal number 4 in all competitions for Edgar Manaka. Well taken, composure, leading by the action that is the captain of the team and getting the goal, well-slotted penalty.
There it is. They were in the lead. This is a game that has so much that did take place in it.